It's real as it ever gets. Shout out Aquaman and in the Flash too. Shout out Virgo King, he the man too. Yeah, shout out E-Man, fuck a damn too. Hey, it's Jody's corner. Yeah, hey, it's Jody's corner. Yeah, it's Jody's corner. It's the place where you wanna be. Saying the wrong thing to get you a beam, man. Channel coming.
Welcome to Jody's Corner. I'm Jody Joe. Thank you guys so very much for being here. We are in the building. I'm Jody Joe, but y'all already knew that. Got my man, second part of the Justice League, The Flash.
Yo, what's good? What's good? And I haven't been on a review in a while, bro.
I know, bro. We haven't reviewed a film this year at all. Like this whole year, bro. So this is going to be nice. So first of all, let's go ahead and review, spoiler review, even though we're not going to give away that many spoilers because there's really not that much to spoil in here. Believe that or not. Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad by James Gunn, not the 2016 version by David Ayer that was trash. This is like almost like a retelling, but it's using the same characters, but it feels like a sequel, but not a sequel to 2016 Suicide Squad. James Gunn is cut loose here. Warner Brothers gave him the keys and said, "Do what you want." And James Gunn did exactly freaking that. He took these characters, grabbed this movie by the horns, and proceeded to put whatever he wanted in it. But he did it in a really good way. This film has Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn returning. Rick Flag is back. Amanda Waller's back. These are characters that you remember. Captain Boomerang. These are characters you remember from the first Suicide Squad. But this movie has a lot more characters. We got Polka Dot Man. We got Rat Girl. We got Shark Dude. You know what I'm saying? We got
Shark Dude.
we got who else is in this thing? There's a Weasel Man. The Truth. John Cena.
Oh yeah, Peacemaker.
A lot of characters in here.
Yeah.
A lot of characters in this movie, and a lot of motherfuckers die, which is awesome, bro. I like this movie overall, Flash. I thought it was all over the place, but it was very artistic. It was stylish, colorful. Harley Quinn was toned down a lot, but in a great way. Harley Quinn was probably my favorite character in the whole movie, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. What about you? What you think about the
Weird.
movie? First impressions.
My first impression of the movie, like you said, bro, artistic. It was all over the place, bro. Heads blowing off, blood everywhere. Guts
so
everywhere.
much blood and guts,
oh my
bro.
God, bro.
So much blood and guts. And you know about the blood and guts, bro? James Gunn, in this movie, he had so much blood and guts, but the camera was moving at a pace. Like the camera is going. But if you got to catch it real quick, there's characters in the background really chopping and really laying into people. But James Gunn doesn't let that camera wait for it. I mean, there's so much blood and guts. You can see stuff in the foreground getting bloody gut chopped up.
Bro.
I mean, bro, it's like usually when they do a real blood gut scene, it's zoomed in on that thing
On
so
that
you can
one
see
thing.
it. I mean, there's scenes in this movie where there's 3 different people on scene getting gutted. And you can only probably catch 1 or 2 if you're quick with the eyes.
Man.
Very blood and gutty.
Like you said, that's artistic, man. That colorful. Shout out to Polka Dot Man. That was my guy.
Oh, he was your best?
He was my guy, bro.
It's your mother. That thing started from the beginning and made its way all the way to the tail end too. That narrative about the mom and all that.
Right.
Yeah. They did a better job in this movie, bro, at establishing the characters. Not each character, but a few of the characters in here got some backstory where we took a trip down memory lane and started to see some of the reasons what got them to the positions that they were in. And that was pretty nice. I'm really impressed with what they did with Harley Quinn, though, man. There's an action set piece in this movie that Harley Quinn is the forefront of, and I believe it's the best of the film. I mean, there's issues here with the story because I feel like James Gunn tried to add this. There's instances where they're just talking and talking and talking about the mission and a mission going to another place and another place. Gets a little bit confusing in that first act. Like the tail end of the first act gets a little boring for me. Gets bland. I fell asleep. I dozed off. Flash had to, hey man, you snoring. Fuck. And I just couldn't really get with it. I was tired, but it just didn't really captivate me. Flash.
It did feel like a lot of side quests, bro.
There's a lot of little stuff going on.
Yeah, it was like, wow. I mean, come on.
Unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but the little jokes was kept, try to keep me up. I mean, I dozed off some, but those jokes was like popping off though. And it
was funny. It was funny.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
This was definitely a freaking funny film.
Mm-hmm.
Laughing up in this motherfucker, bro. Jokes was there. You could tell James Gunn had a lot of fun making this thing.
Yeah.
This was not the Suicide Squad movie that I was expecting, though.
That's funny because me too.
A lot of people say that this movie is like A+, best in the DCEU. It's just the best. It ain't that for me. It's not that. But this is a good film. I just feel like it's a little fluffy right now. The film I expected to get versus the one that I got is like, and I didn't expect much, bro. I was like, just entertain me, bro. Kick my feet back and just enjoy it. We're at the premiere, and it's like great and all that, but seats were small or whatever. But I'm here, and what they was giving me was just another tale of the. Here's what I mean: Suicide Squad. This don't hold no weight. This movie don't matter. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This movie, even in its awesomeness, doesn't matter. The context of the movie doesn't matter. It's tied to nothing. Mm-hmm. It's legitimately just like Black Widow. Like Black Widow's tied to nothing, doesn't matter, didn't need to be made. Suicide Squad and all of its glory and awesomeness didn't need to be made, doesn't matter. But it's when you watch it and you're watching it, you're appreciating it. It's entertaining. The action is popping, bro. Characters is popping. Idris Elba did a fantastic job. It's funny. There's a lot of stuff going on here that I like a lot. I really do.
Like you were saying, man, entertaining. That's the one thing. That's really the jokes, the blood and guts, the action. Even how they was trying to build friendship with the characters, which was good too. Because they was like, we really don't care about each other, but we have to.
Yeah.
That was really good in this movie. And also that, my God, she was getting on my nerves.
Amanda Waller? Right. She was annoying.
She was getting on my nerves.
She's very much more annoying in this movie.
Bro,
she's a bad guy.
Oh my,
and that's a good thing. James Gunn does a really good job at letting you know why Amanda Waller is a piece of shit. And why the Suicide Squad is the Suicide Squad. So I'm gonna put this. A lot of comic book accuracy here, like when it comes to Starro versus the Suicide Squad. This is a very self-aware film, bro. Right. He knows he's being campy and cheesy. Mm-hmm. He don't give a freak, bro. It's the Suicide Squad. I feel like he picked this because he knows how bizarre and wacky it is. Looking back at that comic book, like, this was real? Bro. A starfish? Yeah, it's real. Yeah, they did it here. Mm-hmm. And somehow they managed to make it work with little intricacies like rats and rodents and coming togetherness and using the polka dot man sparingly. Situational action that makes sense. It just worked. The biggest part of the movie was the building when it, big tall building crumbling.
I forgot the name of that building, but yeah.
That was the climax of this movie, and for me, I thought that was pretty darn good. The CG looked great.
It did.
This movie looked great.
It looked.
This is a good looking movie.
Oh my God! Especially the scene where Harley and the eyeball. That
was that was beautiful. When we saw that coming, we knew what the spear was for, and she was within it, and just that was beautiful, bro. And then the things came in.
Yep.
The rats started to do their job, bro. Like, I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I guess I could see some people getting emotional with this movie. Not me. I wasn't emotional, but I could see how it, and there was some real dire circumstances. There was a torture scene with Harley Quinn, and I felt that. I really felt her crazy in this movie. I felt how sinister and sadistic and how just batshit wild Harley Quinn is in this movie. Margot Robbie nailed it as Harley Quinn, and it's a shame that she sucked in Birds of Prey and she SJW'd the freaking joint up. Because I liked her in Suicide Squad, Hated her in Birds of Prey. I loved her in this movie. She's the runaway standout favorite for me, followed by Idris Elba's Bloodsport. Bloodsport. You know, because in the animated movie, he's the character that he gets with Harley. They have sex and they get in Assault on
That's
Arkham,
two different characters.
Okay.
That's Deathshot in that movie.
Oh, that's Deathshot. Yeah.
Bloodsport is a made up character that was for Young Justice. And
okay, all right, for sure. That was Deathshot then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of gave off that vibe a little bit. How maybe they could probably be an item or something. You know what I'm saying? This movie had some heart to it. It had a little bit of everything. This movie touches and tinkles and plays with a lot of things. Now, is this a DCU movie that we're gonna? This is not a DCEU film to me. This is a one-off DC movie of the likes of Suicide Squad, BVS, of the likes of the Joker. This is an outside the universe film, y'all.
Right.
This film is something that we as DC fans could be proud of. Like, yeah, remember that Suicide Squad? That shit was fire, right? Yeah, it was fire, but it's not really. This movie is good, and it advances DC as far as us being fans, how we could brag about it. But it doesn't advance DCEU. It doesn't push the narrative forward. Doesn't connect the universe. Nothing connects in this movie. Sad to say. The end credit scenes, underwhelming.
That weasel, bro.
Shout out to the weasel. We got a setup for Peacemaker's show.
Mm-hmm.
Which now that I watched the movie, I don't want to see that shit.
Bro, I thought he was dead. James Gunn got me, bro. He got me, bro.
James Gunn is a cheater off that one.
I thought he was dead.
He got shot in the neck,
in
bro.
the neck, bro.
And left to bleed out, and the building collapsed on him.
Oh,
how do you live?
You saw that cast that was on him, bro? That cast was like this.
Yeah.
How?
I didn't really buy that. I didn't really buy that one. The selling of the Peacemaker. He's a bad guy.
Well, Amanda Waller wanted him to be one.
Yeah.
She forced him to.
She didn't force him to. He chose to. He was murdering, bro. So either way, like I said, this is Porter review. The end credit scene was cool. The end climax was cool. Starro CG looked great.
No, that's
the score in this movie was alright. It was alright.
All right.
The action was good. The acting was okay.
Again with the CG.
Script was okay.
Again with the CG, the King Shark. That fool was walking with him, bro. Point. That fool was just walking, jolly walk too, bro.
I'll say this, bro, since you brought up King Shark. I'm disappointed in him.
Yeah?
He retarded as shit. He just a dummy. He useless. He's a mascot in this movie.
Bro.
And I thought he was gonna be the runaway. I thought he was gonna steal it.
Bro.
He was what's that, friend?
Friend?
Yeah, trash. I like his voice. I liked his look. That look was on point.
It was.
But that's really about it. He didn't really need to be in this movie. He didn't really serve much of a purpose outside of being the emotional attachment and the mascot. He's the Drax.
Yeah.
Movie, I would say.
Yeah.
He's
I
Drax.
was trying to find a character with a lower level mindset, but yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of characters I liked. I think James Gunn did a great job directing this bad boy. Clean looking. I mean, it's a good DC movie.
It's good. What's that movie with all the action guys? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The Expendables.
It's just like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like that.
Just a movie to sit back and have fun.
Yeah, I'm not expecting this film to blow anything away. This movie proves something different to me. That Warner Brothers is able to let a director come from Marvel like James Gunn come and make an artistic film that's funny, comedic, and means something to someone. And that's good because I look forward to seeing what James Gunn does within the DC universe. And I appreciate DC films, but Flash, if it ain't the DCU, I really ain't checking for it like that. If it's not in the universe, I don't really care that much. And that's the worst thing that this thing got going for itself.
I mean, right now, at this point, it's really hard for them because they keep starting over.
And it's prior to Flashpoint, exactly. So this is going to go, and it comes, and it's going to go. It's going to be forgotten about. I feel like it's not going to be, it'll be remembered, but I don't feel like it'll be remembered as much as like DCEU films because it'll just be known as that Suicide Squad movie that came and was good. Oh yeah, that Suicide Squad movie. Yeah, that was DC.
It was so gory.
Yeah. Gore was good. Blood was good. All that. A lot of good stuff going on. It's checking good boxes. Little issues there with the script, especially the second half of the first act was an issue for me. But overall, Suicide Squad is an entertaining time. Even though it has a couple of slow moments in there, it definitely pays you. It pays off, and if you're patient. So just stick around and absorb the cast, absorb them, fall in love with them, and enjoy this ride of just pulse pounding, Diet Coke drinking, shove the freaking popcorn down your throat. Spectacle of a movie that is Suicide Squad. And with that being said, I will give Suicide Squad a B. Give it a B. Flash?
That's tight, because I would give it a B-.
B-? Boom. There it is. B- from the Flash. B for me. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'd like to thank my man Flash for coming through. Shout out to him. Shout out to y'all. Put down in the comment section what you guys think. Are we tripping? Did you like Suicide Squad? Let us know. We are 2 parts of the Just Us League, and we out. Deuces. Told you that we leave it. Remember to like and subscribe and share this video if you liked it very much.
And hit that comment, and make sure you comment too.
Comment. Hey guys, listen. The DC universe is rising with this one. This is just another chip on the old block. Here we come, Marvel.